Hello, dear wonderful people. We are Robert Babic and Mark Romboy, and we heartily welcome you to episode number 7 in Marotopia land. Roberto,
Welcome.
how do you do, my dear friend? How
Happy,
was your week so far?
busy, like a bee. No, beside that I had a very nice walk today, and I saw some bees eating flowers. No, I was working a lot, and
Eating flowers. Entire flowers or just
just
a part?
the part of the sweet part. By the way,
Cheers. Douche.
whoosh.
Which tea do you have? That's a really important question for tonight. Which tea are you drinking, Robert?
Oh, which one was it? Actually, my English breakfast, even we don't have English breakfast at the moment.
It's 8:02 p.m.
But
Central European time.
yeah. But welcome to our viewers here. Welcome. Nice that you are here with us again. Oh, I see. Look, Mark, we talked about this. Look, I see a question.
Yeah, where's the... Oh, wow. The people can read our mind. Unbelievable. We are honestly thinking about producing something for you, our community, because these are unicates. But Robert has also a hoodie, but he hasn't tried it yet.
I will soon.
Funny.
But
First question here, Marotopia merchandising. Which article do you wish? So let us know. What do you want from us? Cups,
cups are
condoms, synthesizers,
we should do
cars.
a tea party every time when we have our show. Everybody should drink a nice tea from a Marotopia cup, I think.
Yeah, Andy, this is the hoodie. I just made 2 yet, but it's a bit longer. But yeah, hoodie is a good idea. I love hoodies. I mean, what can you do wrong? And then teas, stickers. Yeah, by the way, stickers. Wait.
Mark has everything, always. He has stuff. I'm Mr. Chaos. Mark is always prepared.
So maybe when we send out the merch, you can one day order in our shop. Then we also add these wonderful stickers here. Yes. Yeah, merchandising. Any ideas, Robert, from your side? What do you want? Maybe a towel, a Marotopia towel for the beach in Ibiza, or
Yeah, would be nice. Actually.
a Marotopia record. Oh, sorry. I have unveiled something. We made a Marotopia track, right?
And we soon make more. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Because I will go to Malta and then a Marotopia red scarf. That's also an amazing idea. Thanks, Andy, for this. Amazing.
Oh, you know what? I just got. It's unbelievable, but I got booking requests. Like
What?
playing music at the stage, and when I
With people or?
with people, and when I saw this request from my booking agency, because we were not speaking very much in the last 2 years, I was like, "Fuck, something happens."
Like this or like this?
Like, yeah.
Both
No,
a bit.
to be honest, I'm like, oh, it will be super hard for me again to go on stage. But I heard, I saw something. You were already playing a show last week, right? Something.
Yeah.
You've been in Poland?
Yeah, in Poland. You know Poland?
Yeah, maybe I'm born in Poland, so every time when you go to Poland, I know this.
I was
Some,
and this I was already so nervous because I hardly can pronounce it. I was in please don't laugh. I was in Szczecin. Szczecin. Is it right?
yeah,
Szczecin?
I think yes, Szczecin.
Yeah, shit. Oh, I can't. I can't. I can't. I mean, how it's a lovely town, but how do you write this? SZCZ
Yeah,
something. It's crazy.
but how? Yeah, tell us something about it
Yeah,
because
as my followers know, I'm running a crossover project with the wonderful Takeover Ensemble and Mickey Kekench in Düsseldorf, and we played already a lot of shows in Elbphilharmonie Hamburg, in the Philharmonie in Philharmonic Hall in Cologne, or at the Bachfest in Erfurt. And it's a wonderful, sweet ensemble with 8 people, no, 7 people, 8? 8 people. 8 people, myself, and also what else? A technical guy, Dennis. And last weekend we were on stage. I couldn't believe it. And yeah, a lot of people wrote me that they want to see some video stuff. But yeah, I'm still waiting for the recording of it. But I can show you a little impression from the show we did before in Erfurt at the Bachfest. So if you want, I can play a
yeah,
little bit.
please.
Yes, we want some music.
Show us, please.
Yeah, a little a little part. Do you hear something?
No sound, no sound, no sound.
Yeah, now? This is Atome de Danse. Enjoy.
You look so serious.
You know me.
Great. Cool. People loved it.
And here comes the thing, which I really enjoyed last weekend. Instead of a club show, the applause towards the end. It's really nice. You can be addicted of this. It's really nice because, in the club, maybe sometimes when you finish in a club at 8 a.m., you get some applause, but it rarely happens, right? So, but in this environment, it always happens after each track. How would that be? You play a Robert Babbage live show, and after every track, the people are applauding. How would that be for you?
Not after every track, but to be honest,
Almost.
To be honest, because I'm as a live act, people recognize or were recognizing that I was playing my music, and usually they were applauding at the end of the show, and yes, it's a very nice thank you.
Yeah, it's wonderful. I really must say you can become addicted of this. To be honest, yeah. It's I liked it, and I must say that I mean that was nothing public, but the show was really shaking the entire time 2 weeks before because. For several reasons, which have to do with the current situation, we were not sure whether we can play it. And ride cymbals. I love ride cymbals. Nice drop. But at the end we could play it, and I must say I was very happy because I mean you had the same. We had I don't know how many cancelled shows I had during the last 2 years. I
Sitting 2 years at home.
I have one show in Lithuania. I think it was postponed already 5 times, and now it's supposed to happen in April. But I kind of don't believe it anymore. I believe it when I'm on stage and when I play. Then I believe it. You know what I mean?
Actually, I got a request for a country that I enjoy for a long time, Georgia, and if it happens, I will play in Tbilisi again. And,
Wonderful, great people there.
I dedicated a track to Tbilisi in one of my albums on Systematic.
Oh,
You maybe know.
yes, I heard about it.
And actually, there was a track with a string quartet, if you remember.
Yes. You should do more like this. And by the way, promised next time I will play it with the Rob Acid bass line. Promised. When the next show I play with this ensemble, I borrow a bass line from Robert for Atom de Danse. Okay, we have a tight schedule tonight. Let's talk about Discord for a few minutes. Because the first time we received demo tracks was via email, but that was a bit loose. And then we decided last week to ask the people, please go on our Discord server. There is a certain channel for demos, and now you. So some people wrote me that they are not so familiar with the Discord server. What do they have to do in order to join the community during the week?
Just press this. I'm just posting the link again. No, it's the wrong link. Oh, fuck.
No. Don't say these words, otherwise we are cut.
Actually, I had to give Mark a link to the VLC player because he wanted to show us video. But one moment. Sometimes things go
keep
wrong.
Keep calm. Take a deep breath.
Okay.
People will wait, I know that.
Please click.
Our Marotopians, they have.
And join our community. We are already over 60 people. So
After
very
1 week.
after 1 week, seems to be a very nice community, nice people, and in future when we do this track feedbacks, we will play or discuss music only that is coming from the Discord community.
And
Because
it's a very friendly place, as we can read
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. So join us, please, if you haven't done. No, Randy, it wasn't something like this. Because I don't watch this on the studio computer or ever. Yeah, it's a really friendly place. Mark, do you want to show a small window of our Discord, or we should move on?
No. We have this time. Wait.
I'm very excited. We have a guest waiting, and I'm really excited. Like excited. No, like really excited.
The guest comes from Nice, from France, and he still has to wait a little bit. I see him already on the screen. He's like doing this. He can't wait. But we will invite you soon. So, first of all, here we are. Okay, this is how it looks. And see the channels to the left. Welcome to Marotopia. Who are you? Demo feedback, show feedback is very important. Gear talk, and then we have funny things. That's Robert section. Robert's special funny things section where you can post everything which makes you laugh. Amazing technology. And also an NFT section, because that's something I can tell you already. We are preparing several NFT things, and I know there's a lot of crap around, but believe us, our NFTs are really something from the heart and with a substance, but more to come within the next weeks. So join this Discord server. It's open 24/7. Somebody's always online, and we started this one because there's always a week minus 2 hours waiting time between the Marotopia shows, and we wanted to keep it flowing. And I just started with Discord, and I'm pretty impressed that we have already so many people and that there's so much activity from the Marotopians. Thanks so much for being in this channel.
Yes. Really
So
cool.
is there any channel we have forgotten yet? So please, you Marotopians out there, let us know which channel are you missing. Let us know, and we are more than happy to edit and to start the ball rolling, right, Robert?
Yes, and I see one icon. There's one extra icon with the Mastermind project where I have a Discord server as well but that's a closed group just for my students. And Mark is sometimes saying hello to my students.
Yeah, that's another thing for all producers. We are also thinking about organizing something for you. We have one-to-one mentoring. You can contact us so we can coach you also individually. But we will also make something like a mini masterclass within the next weeks, where we jump a bit through all topics, and for all who are interested into producing music business, but also mental stuff. We will also talk about mental stuff within the next weeks. I have found an amazing guest who can tell us something about mental topics and emotional topics, and because that's also something which artists are struggling with sometimes when they reach certain points in their career, right?
Yes, and completely different topic, but actually I had this idea. I just forgot to tell you. I want to do in soon a competition here with our Marotopia people, where it would be cool if that's just an idea. If people like every member can upload one little tiny sample, a bass drum, a hi-hat, a bass sound, a chord, a vocal. I take all this and make a track exclusive for our community, and you can have this track. But it's like a community thing, because everyone can put one sample into this. But I have to discuss with Mark about this idea. It was just an idea I had before.
Sounds exciting. Yeah, we are exploding from ideas, right? So actually we have to go online every day. I'm afraid, or I think. But and once again, give us your feedback. You are part of the community. Otherwise, we could have a Zoom call on our own. We make it because of us, but mainly because of you. We want to share all our knowledge, all our impressions, all our notions, all our emotions, and you can be part of it. And the best is if we interact and if we play ping pong with our thoughts and our opinions. Okay, next topic is, before we invite the guest, or maybe we can invite him and then we talk together about Trautonium.
Yes, yeah, but let's bring in our guest first.
Yeah, let's bring in our guest. So a heartily welcome to Marotopia, episode number 7. A legendary French producer connected to the Astropolis crew in Brest in France. They are around with great techno festivals since 30 years. Welcome, Oniris from Nice. Hello.
Hello. This is Hollywood, right?
Bonsoir.
Bonsoir. How are you?
That Hollywood effect.
So, where are you? Let us know where you are. It seems so far away.
I'm in a really cold place, actually. I don't feel my feet anymore. I mean, I'm just the next door from you in your studio. For the first time, so I really enjoy the place. It's completely amazing, but a bit cold for me.
Okay, so to tell the people what's going on, Oniris is not in Australia. He's next door to me. He's in my studio. So this is my main room with kitchen and storage room and DJ booth and record board. And next door is my studio. The people from the masterclass last year, like Max, hello Max, they know this room. And now Oniris is there.
And hello to the community, everybody. Hello. Nice to be in the show. I was watching it last week, and now I'm in the box. It's a bit crazy. But,
yeah, this can happen very
nice.
quickly. So when you write us or let us know that you like the show, then boom, you are part of the show.
Okay.
So let us know, how did your year start and what are you up to? What are you producing? What's up next? Let us know a bit about what you're doing.
So obviously I'm here because we are running a collaboration project with a track coming out soon, a new EP from us. But yes, the vinyl just arrived. When did it arrive actually? Last
2 days ago.
2 days ago. Okay,
Yeah.
so it's still fresh.
Yes.
But yes, and we are still working on new tracks together. But it's a long process because I'm from south of France, and it's about 12 hours or 14 hours by car from here. So we can't meet every week, obviously. But the good thing is we can collaborate now with all these Zoom things and everything. Even we can share the sound card and work on the same like if we're in the same place. So it's very, very nice what technology let us do today.
Yeah. Very true.
But at one point, I'm here because it's also good to be in the same room when you work with someone. At one point, it's good to share the same space because there are limits when you're far.
This is true.
It's different energy when you sit to someone and make stupid jokes, right? Together and have a laugh.
This is something we can do.
Mark told me before the show they were just besides doing music, they were just telling jokes all the time.
Horrible.
Yes.
Don't produce music with this guy. That's the only advice I can give you.
Last time he came to me, the second day he told me I won't survive this trip. It's too it's too intense.
I had a laughing flash with a loop and I couldn't escape anymore. So, you brought us a new track you did. It has the sensational name Track 1.
Because it's not even finished, actually. It's just a project I'm working on.
And you told me that, or us, that you want to show it exclusively to the Marotopia community, right?
Of course.
Let's go.
Of course.
But it's not playing.
I think every one of us has to be muted and then press play.
Ah, now it's playing. Wait.
It's a great track, no?
You should call it silence, you know?
Yes. I love the kick. No kick.
Yeah, I like this very calm atmosphere.
Yes. Me too.
Mark, it's not working.
No, it's not working. This is a live stream, right?
Yeah. That's live, people. and we nothing is really planned. We do it real time here. So
yeah. But this time we don't hear you playing the track.
Mark, and you are still muted, by the way.
I can play it in the SoundCloud, maybe. I can upload it and then we can give it a second try. But this is live and this is how I like it. Not everything is perfect.
Very minimal, as Mike is saying.
Okay, you guys talk about the Trautonium now, and I try to upload it and prepare it. Before I go into this Trautonium, I want to ask some questions actually. So, how long are you doing music?
Okay, I'm out for a few minutes.
Okay.
There is a difference between for how long I've been doing music and for how long I've been releasing music.
Like how long and when you had your first release then?
Yeah, I think I started maybe 20 years ago.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, 20, 25, I don't remember. It was Reason. The first soft I used was Reason. Ableton didn't exist at this time.
Mm-hmm.
But it was really locked. I don't know if you know Reason.
I know. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You couldn't use any VST or something, so it was really a box. But when you're not from you don't have any connections, and you're not from the scene, you just make music at home. You could have all the scenes and everything to make a track actually in the box. So it was for me like a little revolution when you're not professional, and at one point you have everything to create something without buying each machine after the other, and you just start with a drum machine and you.
Do you work only in the box, or you have some?
I mostly work with my computer, but of course now with a lot of VSTs and things like that. Because I started this way and I feel comfortable because I always work like this. And I love the approach of having a synth because you can modulate everything differently and you can access to everything with your hands. So this is really great. I tried to reproduce this with VST, controllers,
Controller.
but with the controller, it's not specific to the VST, so it's always something which is not 100% connected to the VST you use. So I started like this, and I keep on producing. It took me a long time to understand that you could have professional results just with a computer, because I thought I could never produce a track with just a reason, for example, because it was not a professional way to make music, but with time and with endless work, because actually it's a long process when you learn to understand how it works, because now people have all these YouTube tutorials and videos from producers, and actually it's very easy to have the information if you're trying to find it. But back in the days, if you were not a producer, or if you didn't have any connection, you had to find everything by yourself. And for example, something which is actually easy to understand is the sidechain technique with the kick, to have space for the kick with a synth and everything. But when you don't know it exists, how can you find this? So
Right.
it took me maybe 10 or 15 years to send something to a label, not even to release something, but to send something.
Okay, but when was your first release? Because I'm not
2000,
familiar.
2012.
On which label?
Bedrock.
So
Yeah,
we are
he made a legendary track.
so we are
And,
Bedrock buddies, because I released quite a few EPs on Bedrock as well.
Yeah, the thing, the story is very long behind this
yeah,
release. Even we can spend all the show, and I could explain you how it was about from creation to the release. It was such a crazy thing that I don't know if you want, I can just.
yeah, please. I mean, it's a very, very interesting story how things can happen because,
Yes.
tell us the story. Who played it first and how everything worked.
The first thing was I had a friend who posted a video from his trip in Japan, and it was not a video from him, but he was a guy from America. I don't remember the country, but the city. But and the music on the video was solo piano, but it was played like maybe 240 BPM, so it was very, very fast. But I could hear something inside of it which I really, really found interesting, and I extracted the sound from the video, and I started to build a track around some kind of parties I extracted from the slow track, and this gave me a first structure, and I created loop from the part of the piano and everything, and I started to build a track around this. And when you have a good track, this is an advice for a producer. You know it at one point. You have to know you have something, because it's important to know when even an idea or a track you're working on it as a substance or makes sense, And
but how do you know?
I knew this one had something special. So.
But how?
Sorry, I cut it.
But how do you know? Because I think that's a common thing. As usually, when you produce a track, you always think, "Oh, this is the one. This is the one."
No, but sometimes you have to be honest.
To yourself, to yourself.
Yes, with yourself, or at least with yourself. But no, of course you have to listen to it the day after and after and after and during several days, because of course when you finish a track and you're always happy with it and you always want to release. You think you did something huge and but you have to be honest. So
Okay.
this one, after a long time, and of course, I had friends not producing, but DJs who listened to it and told me this is something. And I decided to take my chance, like sending it to. As I'm French, of course, I'm big fan of Laurent Garnier, and I followed him for a long time, and I send the track on his SoundCloud page, but without thinking about any answer or something. I took a chance, and the day after, so I had a message from SoundCloud from Laurent Garnier's page, but it was not him. It was a guy who was running his communication, the SoundCloud page and everything. And he told me, you are very lucky because I took one track on 1000 and I listened to it. And if it's good, I can send it to Laurent. And I listened to your track and I think he will love it. So let me send it to him. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? And I waited for this. And when you have such a news and you never release something, it's completely crazy. But I had to wait, and the guy came back to me and said, "Okay, Laurent loves it. He will contact you." And then I had a email from Laurent Garnier who told me, "Please send it to me as high quality. I will test it in a festival this week." And then I checked his schedule, and I saw he was playing in Time Warp, So at that time, I was living in New Caledonia. So you can imagine I was completely disconnected from the techno
You
scene
have to tell the people where it is. It's near Australia.
in front of Sydney.
Yeah.
So it's an island. A few guys are making electronic parties, but it's definitely not Europe, So the guy came back to me and say, "Okay, Laurent, your track. If you plays it in Time Warp, I will be there. I make a movie for you, and then I send you the video." I was like, "Okay," but I didn't want to be too intense with it because I had so many deceptions before that I even thought it was a friend of mine, making a joke. It was not really a guy from. It could have been a friend of mine, because behind a page on the internet, you don't know. You don't know. And of course, Sunday after Time Warp, I was like very excited in a way to wait for the video, and I waited for it, but it came just in the evening. Where I received an email like, "This is the video I promised. You just have to click on the link." And I was at home, in New Caledonia, really far from everything. And I played the video, and it was Laurent playing the track in the main stage of Time Warp, And from behind, with all the people, it was really, really crazy. So this is the first contact I had with the music scene,
Yeah, it's also my first contact to you because I heard the set from Laurent and was like, what the hell? What an amazing track. And then John Dickwitt from Bedrock and I wanted to have it, and I think Laurent as well. And at the end, you gave it to Bedrock, and I also said, okay, fair enough, give it to John. It's an amazing label, and then it was released there, right?
It was even more than this because Laurent kept the track for a long time, and during this time he told me, we have a secret project. You are not going to speak about this to anyone. Of course, if people ask the track for you, you are not going to say them. Why? Because it's secret. So, you know, when you haven't released anything and you have John Digweed asking and Mark Romboy asking you, can I release this track? And you say to them, no, and you don't say why. The guy say, but who is this guy? Is he crazy or what?
He must be from New Caledonia.
Yeah, he must be completely gone. I don't know. But I had this secret running, and this label was passing away, you know, and I was like, but I don't know where it's going. But and Laurent told me that the label each month has 80% to be done, 85, 90, but I can't tell you it's done because he was supposed to run it with Agoria, and at maybe 2 weeks to start the project, Agoria left France, and the project was cancelled. So so I had an email like this from Laurent, like, okay, I'm sorry, but it won't happen. But he had always been fair about this with me, so I have no problem. Yes, this is the track.
Yeah, let's have a listen, no? And then you can continue. I think we should let the people know about what you're talking, okay? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Let's have a listen.
Mark, you are muted and the sound stopped.
The sound stopped, yeah.
Why?
It's crazy.
Murphy's Law.
But Mark, do you hear me? Okay, we got it.
Yeah, so it's out. You can check it on the usual portals. So
Great.
you can listen to it
You know,
afterwards.
the thing, I forgot about this, but now I'm in your studio. I realize how crazy it was that I produced this track on my system to produce it was an iPhone. You know where you put the iPhone,
Uh-huh.
the I like the board, which is not that bad, but it was a thing for iPhone because I had nothing in New Caledonia, you know. And now I know all the mixing things and the well, it's still mystery, but I know how complex it is to mix a track and to make it sound and I'm like, but how could I have sent this? Today I wouldn't do it, you know, because I know it's
Super cool.
actually it doesn't sound so bad
But,
for something produced on an iPhone system.
for me, question is, so you have a regular job?
Yes.
Yeah, so you are not like a professional musician. You're releasing music, but what are you doing then besides doing music?
I'm structural engineer, which is complete nonsense to be a techno musician and structural engineer because it's completely opposite.
Mhm.
But I mean, you have to know who you are, and I need this balance between someone very serious and someone really crazy. You know, just to not. There is something at one point. I was more involved in the music and the pressure of when you have to release something and you have to make it because it's your job.
I have to-
No,
Me and Mark are controlling the system, and we are constantly trying to change the windows. And we press
it's professional, no?
it. Okay.
Shall we listen to your other track? I mean, we want to check demo tracks, right?
Yeah.
And it's already 1 hour over, and we haven't checked any tracks. Sorry for that. No, but Robert and I, we are well coordinated. So when you see fast changes of the screen split, then it's because we are so well coordinated. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
So where I forgot.
You forgot what you want.
But
Here, look.
before we started to the show here, we had a small 5-minute talk, and you said you wanted to say something for the people out there who have regular jobs and try to be a musician. I think you have a message for them, right?
Oh, it's not a message. It's my own way to make it. I mean, it's sometimes it makes people dreams to be in the music industry and to be a DJ or I don't know, but they don't really practice the pressure behind being on it at 100% when you start. Because if you quit your job and you don't have any money when you decide to jump in the music industry, the pressure it generates can really kill your creativity. And when you wake up in the morning and you have to make a hit, it completely changes the game for you because it's not pleasure anymore. It's a job. It's completely different. So I'm the proof that you can have cool releases and reach cool labels and still have two different lives. It's not you don't have to quit everything to have a career and to be single and to have no job and to it's you can, of course, it's a lot of investment in terms of time, knowledge, the time to make the connections to labels and to guys like you, for example. But it's not impossible. And sometimes, for me, I mean, it's even more easy to work like this, because when I go in the studio, I just go because I want to go. And in terms of production, it's been a really good choice to come back to a job than to make it on the side. And I don't know which is one is the side, but to it's easier for me like this, and I recommend to not quit everything too early. That's it. And I can say it's possible to be on both sides and exist in on cool labels, even if you're not a producer.
Yeah, people are confirming you already. So
I don't know, the people of your community, are they producers or people who would like to, or people who are like me, like in between, and it's always complicated to find the right balance, of course, but I don't know if they can answer about this. Would be interesting if they want to ask question about it.
yeah, you can write. Sorry, Robert. You can write questions, and in the meanwhile, we listen to your new track. No.
Yes.
Good. Yeah. And then and after that, maybe let's do check some demos, because we're already soon in 1 hour, right? So let's listen to this, answer some questions, and then go into the demo tracks. Nice.
I can hear many things I need to correct because I just started it maybe three days ago. So it's not mixed, not finished, not arranged.
But just as a technical thing, our system is playing everything in mono. So everyone was just hearing the mono mix. So every stereo thing you have done, it's just mono.
Okay.
So we
So
just
here,
a little
so
bit.
here you have the question from Case Television. Oniris, with a full-time career, how much time a week do you spend producing?
I saw that this is a really interesting question when it comes to having two parts of your life. It's you have to. For me, it's very complicated because I'm not a salaryman. I own my. I have my own study, so I'm my own boss. So I work always, and I start to think about reducing my normal job to give more time to music, but it's always a balance, and you can say, I mean, if you are salary from a company, maybe it's easier because you know you will finish every day at 5 p.m. for example. I don't know, but me, I don't have any schedule. I finish when it's finished, but it's never finished. So I need to fix. The important thing I think is to fix you some day and hours where you have to go in the studio. I know it's not really good for because the creativity is something you don't plan. I know sometimes I have the feeling I have a lot of ideas coming and I'm in a rendezvous, you know, like what's going wrong with the structure, and I can't express myself at this moment. And when I come back, it's gone. So it's always complicated. But when you have this kind of habits every week, is if you take maybe 3 or 4 hours every week in the morning, if you have a family, a son, or no matter, you can start to do something. That's it. But at least half a day each week. That's it.
But
Half a day a week or half a day?
No,
man, each week, he said.
Half a day a week.
Yeah, you have to be really fast when you produce things. That's why when you work like this, a good advice is to have you know, a project you always start with, because you don't have the time for technical things. You always do the same, you know, like the reverb, the synth you use, the equalization, and then you build around this, but you need to be really fast. So during my job, when I work, I always listen to music to have a fresh to know what's going on and to have fresh ideas. And I always check the new soft, the new VSTs, the new. I split my mind into working and checking things. But you have to, even if you're not behind in the studio, I mean, you have to work differently, but collecting things like this, when you're in the studio, you are not going to spend hours to find which VST you're going to use, which you're going to use. You have to be very efficient when you're in the studio. But if you really want to make releases and exist, I mean, but this is a question for you too. How many releases do you think a producer must have each year to, you know, kind of exist?
Mark.
I think it's
No,
free.
you first.
Okay, but actually, I was talking with different kind of people in the last few months, and they told me because the music market now is driven by algorithms, it's not humans anymore, and we have 60,000 new releases per day, every day. nobody can listen to 60,000 tracks every day. So the system, if you listen to Spotify or YouTube, the algorithms show you music, and the algorithms wants to be feeded. So that means you have to happen more than maybe like in the past, where you maybe released a few records per year. I think we are now going to a different time. Things changing really like on a big scale, and people told me don't release, because when I make an EP, I put like 5 tracks on this, and these days it means 1 track gets a feature and 4 are for the trash can. I don't care, but because I love all my music, but it's actually, it would make more sense to release like a track every 2 weeks. But we will see. It's let's hear Mark's opinion on this.
Yeah, I think we have to make a separate episode for this, also more about the business. I'm pretty sure that the people are very interested in how the business works. And yeah, I totally agree. The algorithms are more and more influencing our lives. And this is one reason why I'm still producing this year. So, because I know releases, they are only out digitally. Maybe most of the releases are only out digitally, but this is not really satisfying me. So this is why we are thinking about NFTs. This is why we are doing vinyl. This is why I even produced the audio cassette to offer different formats to the people, because stream can't be the only thing. So, but I don't release as much as Robert. I'm much slower than him. And yeah, but maybe a topic, the strategies how to be a musician in the music business. It's not only for electronic music, it's for everyone. And of course, we have a lot of insights we can share with the people within the next weeks, Robert.
Yeah, sure. I'm open. Actually, I want to try to feed the algorithm, and I really want to try this out, like as a test, and make a few, like put usually a release with 5 or 6 tracks and spread it out and throw it into the algorithm. I will do this as a test. Why not? I have my labels, so I can do anything. I don't need to ask anyone.
This is what I was going to say to you. You can think about this, because you can do what you want because you have your own label. But when you don't have any label, and you, for example, like me, you're not, you don't run a label, you're not playing every weekend connected to all the crews and everything. You have to release EPs, you know. And the question was, if you want to, exist in a way, because if you release 1 EP every 5 years, it doesn't make, you don't exist. It doesn't make sense. But what is the good balance? I've watched many chat about this. I think it's about 2, or not too much, of course, because people can get lost in too many releases. But at least maybe between 2 and 4 EPs by year is something which is supposed to make sense.
I mean, the thing is, I'm doing music now for 32 years, and I released over 1,000 tracks, and I am still underground. I'm like not really known. Maybe
I don't know.
Maybe a little bit. But still, of course, I'm a super small, little, tiny artist compared to some stars. But you can have a living with being underground and just doing a few releases, I think. But like I said, I think time is now changing, and it's not so much anymore. I think this whole idea of EPs will somehow disappear. But that's just a small feeling. I'm not sure about this. It's something I'm saying right now. I have no idea. It feels like this EP idea is disappearing, and we get to this instant track thing.
Yeah, in the EDM scene, you have these already. But I mean, maybe no one should think so much about it. It's first of all, it's the feeling. If you want to release a 6-tracker, release a 6-tracker. If you want to release one track, release one track. If you want to release a 12-inch box with 50 tracks, then release this. I mean, it's first of all is the feeling and the gut feeling, and not any strategic
example, Mark,
ideas.
we could speak about the release which is coming out from us, our collaboration, which is coming out in 3 weeks. The time it took us, we discussed about this today,
Yeah.
to make, because there is a big difference between making a track like as we played from me today, and I started 3 days ago, and when it's going to be out, because for me it's far from being finished, and sometimes it ends completely different from what it was, and because on top of knowing that you have something, you have to know when something is finished, and this is a complete question too. What does it mean, something finished? And it's just a feeling, but it took me maybe 15 years to understand when a track was finished. And the one we were working on, we were speaking about this today. I started the first notes maybe 5 years ago. You jumped on it 2 years later. It took you, and the conversation we had and all the work we made together on top of it, even 2.5 years. No, again.
Yeah, 1.5 years, and it took 2 years before it came out.
2 years, yeah, 2 years.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah, I think I usually do 1 track per day, or sometimes more. But the track between me and Mark, that our last track that we made this 3 years ago, and
Yeah.
I just recently finally made the final mixdown and the master. So it took us 3 years because we changed a few little things here and there, and it took some time. So it's like a nice wine, growing, getting old. And now I hope it will. We will do something as a release this year, right, Mark?
Yeah, of course. Can't wait. I mean, our last release is 20 years ago. But yeah, it must be me, you know. It's to me, a track is like a wine. So I don't know. I mean, I think after 1 week, a track can be at 90%. And I personally, I have still ideas after 3 months or so. But maybe I'm also doing too much. Who knows? But I'm okay with this, so I have no problems
It's totally fine
with this topic. So it's not an Olympic game to make music. It's just, first of all, it's yourself. Make what you want to make, and the rest comes automatically, or maybe not. But you out there, or we personally, must be happy with it. And yeah, Jürgen says we talk too much. So
it's really nice, because that's why maybe it takes so long for us to make a track, because
and I can imagine, yeah, we talk too much because that's the reason why tracks take long. No, I think that the people are already waiting for the demos, and I just prepared 3 links randomly out of the Discord server. And Robert, I think we have to do this
Yeah.
like standards. So maybe, I don't know, every 2 weeks or so, because yeah, I would love to listen to as much as possible. And besides the show, I don't have the time for this. So let's do
Yeah.
it, no?
And actually, we will have now 3 opinions as our guest can
True.
help us with the feedback.
True.
So it's perfect.
But one question before we start. I just checked the last show where you were checking the tracks, and is there a bass problem? Like we can judge the bass, or
It's mono. That's the problem. So it's very compressed, as this whole system is compressing the music, and it's mono. And that means if people have problems in the mix down in the bass area, bass is disappearing.
yeah.
But Robert, you know my opinion. The sound is not primary. It's the impression. I mean, you can also listen to a track on the iPhone and love it. I mean, we are all old and experienced enough to say how a track is like, no?
Mark, let's play music. Let's play music. We talk too much.
Let the music play.
I just come back.
Yes. silence.
I like it. I like it. I like the track.
Yes.
By the way, I think we don't have a mono problem. Maybe some demos are made in mono because I had some panorama in my headphones.
No, here mono, completely mono in my system.
Yeah, that's because of the Maltesian internet. No, honestly, I had some moves here.
Yeah,
Maybe you Marotopians can write us what your impression is. But I had some little moves. What about you out there?
Antoine.
So what about you, Savi? Did you hear some stereo or?
Not really.
Okay, you all have. You need this headphones.
with our ears.
No.
Yeah, but Mark, give us feedback.
Yeah, I agree to Claudio. I like this track. Yeah, it has something. It has a really lush house groove, and it has some unique, fresh sounds. The mixdown is maybe not the very best, but as you know, I'm more looking on or hearing what the substance is. And I think there's a lot of potential, and I like the track. So I would even play it in my radio show if it's maybe a bit better mixed at the end.
I think it just could improve the after the break, the main break. There is a melody which starts, and it's a bit static for me. It's just looping, and there's no effect, nothing is tweaked. It's just played for I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 minutes without any change. Maybe this could be improved for me. But the rest of the track is really well produced. It sounds really good.
So Abraham, is it you who made the track? I see. Thanks, Mark. Is it you? Can you just confirm it? Because I just took the links out of the Discord channel without thinking so much. Okay, maybe he writes me later. Yeah, Andy had a great sound.
Yes.
Abraham. Okay, yes, cool. Yeah, Abraham, cool track. Enter Robert's group to learn better mixing, because I think this is something you can enhance. And for the rest, I think you have good ideas. You have good sound selections. I like the groove. Yeah, you have talent. Continue. And then, yeah, put your stuff on the Discord server, and then I'm more than happy to play your track in my radio show, Music from Space. Okay, cool? Cool.
Yeah, I liked the atmosphere, and the track was telling a story. I think this is very important, that the track is telling a story. So in that case, it was nice. I think hearing this organ type of sequence for 7 minutes, I think the sound was not strong enough to be 7 minutes long. Change or some morphing into another sound, or that things happen, would make the track a little bit more interesting, because the arrangement was kind of was good. There were things happening, but the main theme was then not strong enough.
Yeah, there are lots of tricks how you can make it more exciting.
Kind of, I think it's nice. And I was thinking, wow, the first track randomly chosen, and such a great quality.
Yeah.
Was a good one. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, personally for me, this organ sound was a little bit going on my nerves, especially like in the last minute. I thought, come on, really? But nice.
Yeah,
And I
it's
think
trippy.
just in the outro there is an arpeggio which is very interesting, but just used in the end, in the last few seconds. Maybe it could be nice to use it more. Did you hear the arpeggio just in the end?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
thing is, to make this 7 minutes more exciting, Abraham, you can use a lot of different tools. I mean, one of the easiest tools is to use a cutoff filter, because then you have every second you have a different frequency situation. But there are lots of other possibilities, like playing with a decay or with a resonance or with all three of them. Or, as Robert said, play it with a different sound in between. Or just switch it off for 8 or 16 bars. There's an endless toolbox of possibilities how you can make this track more exciting. And yeah, these are the possibilities, right?
Very cool. I think we should just jump to the next track. And yeah, thanks, Abraham. Super cool.
Yeah, thanks so
let's-
much. And this is why we are doing this show here. We want to support you. We want to give you power, because, yeah, creativity is everywhere. Okay, we are established in the business, but it doesn't mean that everybody of us is always creative. My personal opinion is that creativity is in everyone. Everyone is more or less an artist, and it's just the question what you make of it. Right, Robert?
Yes.
Okay, we jump straight into the next track. Bad Curry. Is Bad Curry around? Oh, 3 years old. Oh my God. Yeah. Okay. Why not? So if Bad Curry is around, please give us a comment.
Take a deep breath.
Robert, what do you think about this track?
Okay. Actually, I like when music have humor. And I think the guy who did the track is a funny guy. No, like really, because I did a track 30 years ago called Happy Answer, and it was completely nonsense, funny 303. So really, I like humor in music. But it feels like funny, but I'm not sure if the producer really wanted to make a funny track. And then it's just, it has some interesting sounds, and the groove was also different than usual music, but it was somehow just a loop going on, and after maybe like 2 minutes I thought, okay, when does the track start? and the loop was still going on. Yeah, let's get some opinions from you guys.
Oh, you're already ready. Okay. Savi, what do you think?
No, what you said is very interesting, because I was thinking the same, but it's humor or kind of music. It's humoristic, but I love the way that it's kind of original. You don't hear this kind of music. It's in a way original, so this is always interesting to have something different. But it goes nowhere, as you said. And I love the groove of the bass. I think it's very it's catchy the first minutes, but then it goes nowhere. But it's an idea I think could be interesting to develop more and to make. It's not something to throw away for sure, but it needs more work for me. That's it. And Mark, what do you think? Do you think you are going to say nothing, or?
Robert, what do you think about the idea that in every show you can take one time the carte blanche?
Why? You don't say anything.
Oh, I mean,
No, be honest. That's the best thing we can give to an artist. Really, it's be just plain honest, please.
yeah, he must be a funny guy, and I have highest respect to that he just does what he wants to do. It reminds me a bit on free jazz because the scale plugin was maybe not in the program. Ableton Live has this scale plugin where you can always play the right tones to your harmony. But hey, it's not a must, of course. I mean, it's Western music, right? And Arabic music is not really working with the scale we know from Bach, Beethoven, and Mozart. Yeah, it's a funny track. I wouldn't play it. Yeah, it's a funny track. Carte blanche. We should work with carte blanche.
No, it's cool that that we are able to hear this music and that it's different. So actually, we should have always one very weird track in our show because we like humor. And,
Yeah, of course. So
let's
maybe we should open a channel, humorous tracks.
Yes.
Or maybe we can make a compilation. I mean, I don't know if you guys know the band The Residents. It reminded me a bit on The Residents.
And
Check
they
them
are
out. These are the guys with the huge eye on their head. So they are around for 35 years or so. And they are very successful. So yeah, maybe it's a track from The Residents.
I think we should just go on and have one.
Yeah, last track. I mean, and once again, we are so long. Actually, we just wanted to make 90 minutes, but we never made it to 90 minutes. We always extended our show, which is good. A good sign.
Do you have something more to listen?
Yeah, one last one.
Actually, we have a lot of music and we cannot play everything. So we will try to pick some random tracks here and there in our shows, right, Mark?
Yeah, random tracks, but also what I was just thinking of is that we also prefer loyal Marotopians, which are always in our show and who are very active in our Discord. I mean, I have already a few names in my head here and there. And yeah, but please continue sending us your links, and then next time we go through everything and pick some interesting ones and from loyal Marotopians. What do you think, Robert? Is this a good idea? Or
Sounds good to me, yeah. Of course,
Okay.
yeah.
here we go with Love is Everywhere.
Uh-huh. 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 Now this is how it sounded. My dreams
Yeah, it's a cover version, right? Of
Yeah. Correct.
of a very cool old piano Chicago house thing, right?
I was thinking what the title was. It's late 80s piano house, as far as I remember.
Yeah, with a male singer, right? The really
Yeah.
classic track.
Yeah, but I forgot.
Love Can Turn Around. Yes, that's
Yeah. Thank you. Oh, I couldn't sleep otherwise. Love Can Turn Around. Daryl Pandy on Tracks Recordings,
yeah.
1986 or 1985. Oh, I mean, it's such an amazing vocal from Daryl Pandy. You need courage to cover this. Whew. I would do it.
It was feel like for me. It has, of course, if you know the original, it had a little bit of nostalgia feeling, but the track itself was a little bit empty sounding.
Yeah, and the sync was a bit weird because this synth steps and the 303 they had some latency. I don't know. It sounded like a long MIDI chain, like in the 80s and 90s. I have no idea. Maybe, yeah, could be a bit tighter.
Yeah, for me it's a little bit difficult to say something as did the person try to make an official cover version, or it's supposed to be a new track? Just I don't know. Actually, the singer. The singer was not bad.
True.
Could be a little bit more emotional, but not bad.
Very true.
It's not really catching me, but yeah, that's no. Yeah, because the original was so strong. It's super heavy. It's heavy.
Xavier, what do you think?
Well, it's always complicated to work on such a masterpiece. I think the original sounds better than the cover, so it's complicated to judge it. But it's not my thing. I can judge this. For me, it's very complicated to add vocal in a track. That's why I don't do it, because I can do it actually. And I don't play. I don't really like vocals in techno, so and in house actually. House can fit, but this not for me, so I can judge. It's definitely not my thing.
By the way, it's not allowed to say not my cup of tea, so just that you know.
Okay.
But you don't use vocal, but you use cats in your track, right?
True.
Yeah. Coming soon. Yeah,
Yes,
okay. I mean, that's it. 2 hours already. Oh my goodness. It was a big pleasure to have you in our 7th part of Marotopia. Thanks for joining us. I've just chosen a track, the original of Daryl Pandy and Farley Jack Master Funk. Next week, it's us again. From now on, Thursday, 8 o'clock p.m. Central European Time, Marotopia time. Robert has the last words, and I say already goodbye.
Goodbye. Ciao. Ciao, Robert.
Ciao, ciao. Have a cup of Marotopia tea in the future.
Yes. I'll have-
Good idea.
The boss didn't give it to me.
Oh, Mark.
Yeah, first he must deliver good ideas, and then he will receive the cup.
I think
Okay.
it was a nice show. We had some fun.
Yes.
We heard some music and we talked about some interesting things. Great show. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you
See
for
you.
having me. Thanks
you are
a lot.
very, very welcome. And see you all next week, right?
And on Discord. Bye bye.
Bye. Ciao.
Ciao, ciao.